A and B. Officer, your name?
Officer McCardle.
Officer, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you've given these proceedings will be the whole truth so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
On March 2nd, 2026, at approximately 21:32 hours, officers Jarmo, Miley, and Hunter were dispatched to the Flat Rock Mire in reference to a male with a knife threatening an employee. Upon arrival, officers Miley and Hunter made contact with the subject inside the front entrance of the business. Officer Jarmo arrived and made contact with the complainant/victim, Jeremy M. Roos. Contact with the victim. Roos stated that he is the manager of the store and was alerted by an employee of a suspicious male that had entered the store. The employee advised that the male had a knife on him as well. Roos was able to locate the male, later identified as Michael Teets. Roos began to stand in the aisle near Teets and observe his actions and to identify if he had a knife on him. According to Roos, Teets began to question Roos why he was standing near him in the aisle and why was he watching him. Roos informed Teets that he was the manager and he was just walking around the store. Teets accused Roos of watching him and he positioned himself into a fighting stance while staring at Roos. Roos advised that Teets had puffed out his chest and clenched his fist while speaking and staring at Roos. Roos stated that he observed the knife on Teets' person. Teets never reached for the knife, brandished it, or threatened to use the knife on Roos. Roos stated that he was nervous that Teets would use the knife against him, however, and he left the area out of fear of being stabbed. Roos began to contact the Flat Rock Police Department to report the male inside the store. Roos further stated that he went to a different location in the store while he was on the phone with the police. Another employee approached Roos and informed him that Teets was asking for him as he was going to mess him up. Roos stepped outside of the business to wait for the police to arrive. Roos advised he wanted the male trespassed from the business and he would like to pursue charges.
What business was this?
This was Meyer, Your Honor.
All right, based on your sworn testimony, I find that the crimes of disorderly person, public intox, and assault were committed, simple assault. There's probable cause to believe those crimes were committed by the defendant. I'm going to authorize the issuance of the complaint and the warrant on those charges. You'll just give me 1 second. And Mr. Haynes, your appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Haynes, that's Michael Teets.
Mr. Teets, your name.
Michael Teets.
All right, for purposes of arraignment, how does he wish to proceed?
We wait for formal reasons.
Entering a not guilty plea on both of these. Sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You do have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to choose to submit to questioning with law enforcement officials, but if you choose to, you have the right to be represented by your lawyer at that questioning and again at all subsequent court proceedings. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a court date, March the 19th. That will be your pretrial date, March the 19th, and that will be at 10:15. Does your client have a record?
He had a OWR from 2024. He tells me successfully completed probation on.
Anything you'd like to say regarding bond?
I think that's all he's got. I know this is quite a serious charge. He doesn't have any money, does side jobs, can't come up with much as far as bond. Doesn't sound like he could come up with more than $100 to get out. And I think that this court's now in session next week, and then that's here in the Flat Rock case, the 19th. So he would be stuck in custody until, my understanding, he's got a court date next week, Jeff Bassett. And for which he's got a personal bond on the 12th. Under those circumstances, I'd ask the court to consider a personal or very long bond.
Officer McCardle, anything?
Up to the courts, Your Honor.
You cannot leave the state. These are your bond conditions without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume marijuana. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume illegal controlled substances. You're not to possess any firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're not to enter the property address at 26100 Vreeland in Flat Rock or any other Myers store. You're not to have any contact with employees of the Flat Rock Myers store. You're not to have any contact with Jeremy Roos. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email him, or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf.
Okay.
You're to
That's not a
attend
problem.
AANA twice a week. That's to be in person. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons, no knives. So no contact with Jeremy Roos, no contact with prosecution witnesses or employees of Flat Rock Myers. And you're not to enter or go near 26100 Vreeland in Flat Rock or any other employees of any Meyer. No alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no firearms, no dangerous weapons, no knives, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I'm sorry, I'm not giving them a personal bond. 4,010%. You have to post $400. Your court date is March 19th, and that will be at 10:15 in the morning. 10:15 in the morning. So you can make some calls, and they'll let you do that, but you're going to have to come up with $400 to secure your release. If you want a court-appointed petition,
He's filled out.
okay, good enough. And then make sure you give them an AA verification if you post that bond, officer, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks. Give me 1 second here. Is Mr.
Well, I'll take it over.
Oh,
Is Anthony Momston out there?
yeah.
All right, because I want you to explain something. Bring him in. Mindy Elaine Momston, 25B 722-119.
And I'll be on behalf of the people of the A6538.
I need Mr. Momston brought in.
Bringing him in.
Your name, Mr. Darren?
Nicholas Darren on behalf of Ms. Malmston.
Ms. Momston, your name?
Mindy Malmston.
So